My name is Griselda Guzman. I prefer to be referred to as Grizzy, and I am a school social worker at Kenyon Woods Middle School.
I'm Suzanne Johnson, Superintendent of School District U46, and today I get to spend some time with Grizzy Guzman. My first question for Grizzy is to tell us a little bit about her office space and what you take into consideration when you're creating atmosphere and climate for your students.
Definitely. So I personally am really into art. So I have a ton of artwork that I've collected over the years for my own personal collection as well as students. I always tell my kids, anything you draw me, I'll put in my office because it represents you and it represents why I'm here. I think they're really talking pieces for students. Either there's something for them to connect to or something for them to ask a question, or it tells them a little bit about me. I have a very special role in shaping some of these kids, especially because I know that some of these kids don't have a ton of parental involvement at home, whether because their parents aren't home or parents are absent in the home. And I think that that's kind of what I see myself as, is being a person to listen to, bounce off ideas, and I always tell the kids, like, I come to you as real as possible.
And you are often, you said you're usually available in the hallways.
Yes.
To connect with kids,
yes.
To help supervise.
Yeah, just say hi. Just being able to say hi and smile. And I think that it always helps when you know students' names. And I like to do random things, like ask them, like, if you could only do one thing for the rest of your life, what would you do? That kind of stuff. So just different things like that. Yeah.
Awesome.
You're good kids. Hi, honey.
I am sure you have strategies or qualities that help with the kids connecting with you, or some unique strategies, or even your demeanor.
I think something that's unique to me that really helps me out with the kids is that I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to talk to you like you're an adult. And I think that the kids want to not be spoken to like they're 7 and 8 years old. There's this coach that I like, and he always says, hate me now, love me later. Mm-hmm. So it's okay for you to be mad at me right now because I'm not telling you what you want to hear. But later on, maybe, you'll remember what I said, and it'll stop you from doing something, or it'll push you to do something and open up an opportunity for you. I actually double as our mascot as well for after-school events. So sometimes I am our mascot that we named Kenny the Panther for Kenyon. Right. So I suit up in our Panther. So if we go around the corner, you'll see a lot of our signage features me in the Panther outfit for our matrix of different expectations in different settings.
Okay.
So that's our holiday expectations featuring Kenny.
Featuring Kenny. What is something, or maybe two things, that you feel could be changed or you really need to be able to support our students even more than what you're already doing?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I think to that I would say the piece that I feel like we're missing is social work, and these social emotional skills are beneficial to everybody. And I think when we think traditionally, we would think that a lot of these things the kids are getting from home, these skills the kids are learning at home, and that's not our reality. We live in a different society where everyone has to really work, and in the presence of not as many homemakers as there once was, the kids are not getting that individualized attention that they need. They're spending a lot more time learning off the internet, and so to combat that, it would be great to see more of a universal push for social emotional support. There's a very specific skill set that you need to be able to handle some of these heavy stuff, and it's great for you to have emotional support with your friends, but some of these things have to come with the adults. But yeah, greater access, and I would be biased, but I would say that every school needs multiple social workers, and I know that there's logistical stuff that goes along with that, but just increasing the acknowledgement that social emotional support is important, and everyone can benefit, whether or not you're actively struggling with mental health. Everyone has mental health. It's something that we constantly need to work on, and it's not just because you can count to 10 and do deep breaths, those things aren't always going to work, and you're always going to need someone to talk to that's impartial.
I love that you really appreciate and love being in U46.
Of course.
And I want to thank you for making for so many students, great days to learn, and really I think it is a great day to learn for our students who get to spend time with you, Grizzy. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, it's a great place to work.